Now, one of the best modifications I've ever done to my S197 was ditch that factory prop rod in favor of a set of hood struts like the black options that we have here from MMD, available for all 2005 to 2014 Mustangs. Now, this set of 2 hood struts will combine the 2 upper and 2 lower stamped steel brackets along with your 2 gas-powered struts in black for right around that $80 price point. Now, install, according to the site, will actually get a very soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here and take about an hour or less depending on whether or not you're doing this by yourself or maybe with a friend. But either way, guys, if you hang with me for a little bit, we'll show you how it's done later in the video. So full disclosure here, guys, this is one of the first modifications I've ever done to my 2014 GT after I brought it home, and for good reason. Not only are they very affordable in the grand spectrum of car mods, but they dramatically clean up the engine bay by eliminating that archaic factory prop rod, and 2, it just makes working in the engine bay a much easier task as you're not kind of dancing around that prop rod while you're turning some wrenches. Now, the product itself is pretty simple overall, right? You got your 2 uppers, 2 lowers as far as your brackets are concerned, 1 for the hood, 1 for the fender area, and then finally those guys are gonna be joined by the twin gas-powered struts here, which ultimately make opening and supporting the hood a much easier task. Now, the best part is, guys, this kit is super easy to install, does not require any permanent modification or drilling, and really can be used on both stock or aftermarket hoods alike. Now, I do quickly want to point out that, yes, technically this kit is designed to fit all S197s. However, you need to be mindful when ordering, as the site does break it out into 2 different year ranges. For instance, 05 to 09 cars will require the item number 41282A, while 10 to 14 Mustangs will utilize 41282B. Also keep in mind here, gang, that MMD does also offer the same exact kit, but in a chrome or silver finish for owners looking for more of a pop under the hood, which obviously is also available here on the site for about 10 to 20 bucks more than the stealthier black options that we have here. But now we want to show you just what it takes to get everything installed. However, some folks have stated out there it's a little easier with an extra set of hands, basically there to help out when needed. Regardless, we're going to walk you through the job right now and give you a quick tool breakdown. Check it out.
The tools used for this install are a 1/4 inch ratchet, 10mm socket, a razor knife, small flathead screwdriver, and a marker. So the first step of this install is going to be to get your hood open and to remove the fender bolt located furthest back on the fender. I'm going to use a 10mm socket on a ratchet and unscrew the bolt. Next, you're going to take the provided bracket for the passenger side and bolt it right into the factory location with the factory bolt. Now that I have my bolt started, I can tighten it down. For the next step, I'm going to make sure that the hood is very properly supported, and then I'm going to remove the forwardmost bolt and loosen up the rear bolt. With one bolt removed and the other one loosened up, I can slide my bracket into place between the bolt and the hinge. I'm going to make sure that I clear my windshield washer hose before I tighten up any of my bolts. To make it a little easier to pop the socket onto the ball end, I'm going to remove the retaining clip and reinstall it after the strut is installed. And finally, I can connect the other end of the socket. And now I'm just going to throw the last clip into the ball socket. If you have a 2010 to 2014 model Mustang, then you're going to need to relocate the bracket for the sound tube to underneath the pinch weld. You're going to need a 10mm socket, and then you're going to have to relocate the U-bolt that's located underneath of this bracket. Next, I'm going to use a small flat-headed screwdriver and remove the metal bushing from the rubber. Now I can remove the square rubber bushing from the bracket itself. Next, I'm going to make a quick mark on the rubber bushing where the gusset for the bracket interferes, and I'm going to cut the middle of the bushing out. Now I'm going to use a nice sharp razor knife to cut the center of the bushing out. Now we can reinstall the bushings into the bracket. And now I can use the factory U-nut and place it underneath the bracket and get the bolt started. And that's going to wrap up this review and install of the MMD bolt-on hood strut kit for your 05 to 14 Mustang. Thanks for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.